Welcome back, everyone, to Disco Elysium. You're here with Leon Lefebvre, otherwise known as DraxxKraven, and it's time to investigate the final trap. Was ist das? Takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds. Look around. The reeds bend forlornly towards the sand. You see slabs of concrete north. In the east, the city center hums to you. Reach for the trap. The trap feels light and silent. As you pick it up, something is different. No locusts! No phasmid either, but still, it's empty! Your voice echoes on the coast, carried by the gust of cold wind. Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though, unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap. I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with this trap. Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would not be taking. I would be taking this on as a case, which I am not. You're right, but I still need to tell the cryptozoologists about this. Okay, but after that, we get back to our assignments. We've done a thorough survey of the coast now. Just running around is no longer useful. So, right, investigating the traps gives you a bonus on the shivers roll when facing the mural. Oh, what is this? A faint smell of soldering, melted insulation, nylon, ozone. Those boots are pretty cool. Oh, there's got to be a way to get 20 more real. The low rumble of a bass beat. Your heart repeats it. Then I could get those speakers. Wait, is there any more clothing I can buy here?
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those.
I could have sworn there was
The
a
shine
visor.
on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime.
Huh. I swear, you can get a visor with googly eyes on it, okay? I want the visor with the googly eyes. I'm weak. Alright. Pick up the radio. Could you, I need to report a dead body in the Martinez boardwalk. One moment. And I found a middle-aged man, blah, 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 blah. We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him and vomit on his shirt. No, it seemed like it was an accident. No field autopsy necessary. He was wearing boots, trousers, an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card in his pockets. It's in the Central Jamrock Public Library. Do you and Lieutenant Ketsuragi want to take the case? Oh, we're taking it. Thank you, Alice. Connect me to the Jamrock Public Library. Okay. Yes, this is the Central Jamrock Public Library. Oh, sorry, a male librarian answers the call. How can I help you, officer? He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police calls them. I'm looking for any information you can provide on Millie Majon, a reader. Billy Majon, you said? Give me a moment. On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves looking for a paperback. Yes, hello, you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address. Is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately. They're probably too poor to have a phone line. Yeah, the home address is good. Yeah, you know anything else about Billy? Says here they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work then. Huh. Oh, thanks. That's all I got. Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer. Alright, that'll do. The last trap was empty. Right, yes, I have to go talk to the dice maker, too. And, oh, yeah, I gotta report back to Plaisance. Let's start east and move our way west. Just trust me. I played this game before. Oh, hey, it's Gary.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Oh, alright. Hello, Lena.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Just doing my job, ma'am. The 8-eye Territoran tie. I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mesk in origin. The pin is an antique, quite special. You'd never told me you'd seen the Phasmid. Oh, you don't want to hear about an old woman's ramblings. Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard. But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right. You were a child, my dear. Really, it's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on, tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field. Reflexively, the lieutenant readies his familiar little notebook. Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember, when all of a sudden... Wait, where was this and how old were you? I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5 and a half in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there. She just started forming memories. Real memories, not the billowy haze of infanthood. What happened? The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. She had no fear, just surprise. I didn't know this could happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved. Swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. Did you follow it? I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me. Where did you go? Don't go. Then what? I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed, but I know what I saw. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys, that sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote, so did I, honestly, but then I met Morel. We were on a date, can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Elysium Phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds, she told me, it hissed. It did, yes, like reeds in a gust of wind. The way it moved, the color, how some of its limbs were white like marble, it matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession. Its limbs are white? Not all of them. There are some white coloration reported, along with beige where the camouflage ends. How big was it? It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case. You were on a date? Our first, yes. Aww. Thank you for sharing this with me. You're welcome. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm. And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere. Yo, Morel.
Haha, nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
So I checked all the traps. Okay, and one of them was empty. Completely empty. Surprise, tempered with fear and trepidation. He doesn't know what to think. Maybe you're joking? Yeah, there was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid. No locust, but no phasmid? That's not ideal, but... it just means the Elysium phasmid is even more clever than we thought. Of course, more clever. Yes, the Phasmodea picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news. Though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure. His companion sighs. Another trip to the reeds. I don't know, I'm not so persuaded. Why don't you try to convince Morel his hypothesis is invalid? Thank you for your vote of no confidence, Gary. And officer, I appreciate your concern, but please leave this to the experts, unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. You're jabbing at the soft underbelly of his psyche. He realizes he's gotten defensive. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and the gratitude of Societe Cryptozoologique de Revachol is yours. Heartfelt gratitude, but does it feel like closure? What really happened? Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but we know that there's a hooligan on the loose. Considering the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken, most likely the hands of a young person, hands small enough to fit inside, I think the little hooligan Kuno may have stolen the locusts. Little hooligan? But what would a child want with bugs? Oh, my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks. I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up. Delinquents, my favorite. It doesn't sound like it's really his favorite. Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play Suzerainty, but no more field trips for me. After this is your last chance to talk to Gary. Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere. Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's just bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run. No need to apologize, Gary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on the game of Suzerain today, though. We're gonna follow this through. Alright. Jiminy Crickets. That's a lot of skill points. Jiminy Crickets. That's a lot of speed. Oh, right. The tie. It's not the horrific necktie, but it adds 1 volition as well. It's looks sort of like a bird. And it adds +1 volition, which means we get +1 morale. A very rare thing to find. The only other thing I think that raises volition is that armor. Ooh. Below the grime, a dark neon poster reads, Van Eyck, total transcendent. What? Oh, I thought that poster was here. This is where I started off with my motor carriage before sinking it into the sea. No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Ooh, could I raise my volition anymore? I could. But the drama... I'm sorry, the conceptualization. Kuno, did you steal those locusts?
Fuck, does Kuno care?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts? No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs, so he knows locusts are bugs. Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame. Shut up, C. Now they're gonna take you to lame prison. She sounds like she's about to cry out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness. Now hold on, no one's lame here. Just tell me what happened. Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up. Kuno's not gonna say anything when I was lawyer present. Lame. That rings some bells. Could be connected to the Night City, aka the City of Rage. Kuno, is this about Rage City? Oh god, Kuno, no. It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame. Stop it, see. No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control. Oh well. It should come as no surprise that the shack is the natural place to continue our investigation. Where else would he hide the locusts? It's crawling with locusts in here. All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earth floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising, accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants? Well, detective, it appears you solved the case. Of the locusts, for the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case, so at least that's going well. Yes, precisely what I was thinking. Yes, I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. We should talk to Kuno about this and get him to stop. I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You're doing pretty well with it. I mean, they were either going to be in the shack or his house. I doubt he would have taken them to the tunnels. It sounds like a real pain for him to get down there. Oh, did we end up... So our odd soul wasn't in the back of the whirling. I don't know. They're about the same size, but the same boot? No, they could be the same person. The horizontal boot prints. Whoever walked in the Whirling's pinball workshop didn't walk here. No, these prints are pretty standard. The ones in the dust look custom. Or maybe they're just a foreign design? It's a boot print, whatever the case. Still.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
I know you took the locust from the traps. Yeah, Kuno took the bugs, so what? So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you. You said you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town? It's not Bug Town, it's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. The shit descends. Stop. Locusts coming in town like like a shadow. This must be the Night City he mentioned when you asked him where he's been. So that's it, is the Night City. Yeah, Locust City, City of Rage, City of Lights. There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corner of her eyes twitching from discomfort. The lameness is causing her physical pain. The damage may be permanent. I mean, the City of Rage sounds like a cool place. Kuno, the pig wants to help you. That's how lame it is. Please just don't say you're an artist. Maybe I am an artist. You hear that now? I'm a fucking artist. Did you just say I? Kuno calls Kuno Kuno. Making art is worthy myself. It's a worthy calling. I'm something of an artist myself. Oh my god, Kuno, he's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno. You fuck you, see. Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free. He tears at the buttons of his shirt trying to rip them open. They don't give way. Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a Kuno doesn't give a shit. Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away. In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closes a window. That depends on the choices. Me and Kuno have discussed this. I promised I won't do that. I don't believe you. For once, the boy's lost for words. He's turned completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face. I have to ask, what does the city of Locust mean? Don't mean anything, it's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on shit, build shit when he's zipping hard. Fuck. Pig, you really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City, now it's all fucking lame. Well, I need you to stop taking those locusts on the traps. Those locusts are bait. I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit's all lame now. She was right. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness or more worried because of his continued use of the first person singular. Kuno is Kuno, not I. What's gonna happen to the locusts? Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. I'd better be off. The fuck you trying to catch anyway? The Insulindian Phasmid. Huh? Wait, you know what the Insulindian Phasmid is? Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired. There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other. Huh. Oh, report the findings to the cryptozoologist. I imagine they'll give me a box or some sort of carrier to take them away with. I mean, that wouldn't be too crazy. Still, Kuno has aspirations. And the more we talk to him, the more he begins to treat himself like a human being. Become human.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
Yeah, Kuno promised to stop stealing the locusts. So it was just a child. Thank you for telling us. This is good news, right? It means we can try again. She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid with the missing locust, it's something else. Yes, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap, then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time, and then maybe we can... The aging cryptozoologist breaks into a hideous coughing fit. He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way. Darling, I told you to take it easy. You're getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home. You're right. You're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer. Damn it. Maybe I can still restock the trap for you. We've come too far to quit. I'm going to restock the trap. Let's do this. We're getting really carried away with this, aren't we? Fine, it's better that we have this, these people get pneumonia. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this, he wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out. Really, it's too much, officer. What morale means is we're grateful for your help. Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. Thank you again. We will definitely mention you should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but... Wow, co-discovery? You'd be famous. You'd show them all. This does tingle the pleasure center. Alright. So we got more locusts. We got Billy Majon's address. Apartment number 20. And restock the thing. And we'll deal with that next time on Disco Elysium. I am a sleepy sheepy.